Hunter Doss taking on Hunter Washburn here. Tied up 2-2, second period.
Wow.
On their feet.
8-6 now, Brisker and Glosser.
Wow.
Hunter Doss 55-0.
And he's wrestling a wrestler that has 2 state championships, toe-to-toe.
It's not any less daunting because they were 2 years ago and 3 years ago either. It doesn't matter. This is still the same Hunter Washburn.
He's got 2 titles.
You just don't. Happel's limited time on the mat ends up in a 21-5 win in the second period over Seahays, so he advances to his 3rd final.
What can Glosser do here? Is he in all kinds of trouble, Mark, in this situation?
Yeah, I mean,
34.
I would have let him go probably, unless he knows something that I don't from the top position. There's another salt warning against Brisker, so that's an actual point so that makes it 8-4 now.
Just can't go anywhere with that hold that Brisker's got on that leg.
Yeah, they should probably call Brisker for stalling again.
They got to hit him.
Yeah, Brisker has to start wrestling here on the bottom. Another stall call, that's actually going to be 2 points against him. That'll make it 8-6.
See, that's a very unfortunate situation. You're excited about being ahead, but time's running down, and then it becomes, what do I do? And you end up stalling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now Glosser's going to get smart. I think this is something he probably should have done at about the 1 minute mark and gone to the feet. So now Brisker just laying there, holding the arm, just stalling. And I don't like the way that Brisker ended this match, but 2 points right there. And then Brisker ends up winning 9-8. Definitely don't like the way that Brisker won that match at the wrestled in the 3rd period, just not even wrestling at all. But he gave the kid, he's a freshman, credit, taking on a senior, undefeated in that, and winning the match. And I missed it over here. Connor Shalista just came out for Alburnett and got a takedown and 3 near fall over there on mat number 3.
The old 5-point move right out of the chute.
Hunter Washburn with the takedown. So he's up and an escape there for Hunter Doss, so it makes it 5-3 there.
Hard to regroup after paying attention here.
Yeah. I know. This is the strength of Alburnett's lineup right here.
Shalista, yeah, and he's going up against a seasoned Audubon wrestler in Brad Kirchhoff. This is a tough kid. Shalista can get it done.
And Washburn and Hunter Doss is still 5-3.
Wrestler Bryce Paul coming out here. I mean, this is, like I said, the heart of their lineup right there with Washburn, Shalista, and Paul.
Paul, of course, taking on Zach Axmere from English Valleys. He's ranked 3rd. Paul is 2nd. Paul is looking to have another shot at Sawyer Amling of Edgewood Colesburg, but right now he's got to deal with Zach Axmere of English Valleys. Axmere undefeated on the season. Paul's only loss was to Sawyer Amling.
7 seconds left. Finally, we're still in this 132 match on mat 4.
I take that back. With those out-of-state tournaments, Paul has lost, but might be his only Iowa loss is to Amling.
Did you say Haberman won?
Yes, and Washburn's a winner now on mat 4. That was a long one.
We missed the end of that Haberman match. He may have got a pin, Mark. We were busy here. Washburn really businessman-like takes care of Hunter Doss. 7-4.
Great
7-3.
duck by Shalista over there on mat number 3, then immediately gets all the way around behind him and picks Kirchhoff up in the air and puts him down hard. That's the thing about this Shalista. He's so explosive and powerful. I mean, he went right into that duck, and then immediately he could have just kind of hung into him or leaned into him and just brought him down the mat, but instead he exploded back up into the same hole that he had and then kind of spiraled him in the air and brought him down hard, trying to get near falls out of it.
A good-looking 45-pounder, too. Shalista's solid.
He is a solid kid. If there's one position that he struggles in, this would be it, the bottom position.
Yeah, underneath, as you said.
A situation where he's just not there very often, so he doesn't have to, he doesn't work it. So this is Kirchhoff's choice, opportunity here.
Opportunities are out there. When it comes to getting maximum productivity from your acres, who can you turn to?
I got a guy who works with me to customize a plan for each acre, not a one-size-fits-all solution.
I got a guy who knows which corn products will help me get more out of this field. I got a guy who digs deeper and treats my business like it's his.
Who do I turn to? My channel seedsman.
Find your channel seedsman at channel.com.
Des Moines is everything you want in a city. Catch DesMoines.com.
Wells Fargo, Des Moines, Iowa, semifinal action, Class 1A. You know, guys, Wellmark will have the championship move of the tournament. We've seen some here this evening. But we also like to thank Pizza Ranch for their MVP in each class and the outstanding wrestler for the tournament for Mid-American. And, of course, the Fairway Food Stores and the Northwest Bank Sports Desk we're sitting on today for all their support of what we're doing here, broadcasting the semifinals on the Iowa High School Sports Network for the second year in a row. And our title sponsor, Farm Bureau.
Guys, quickly, Alburnett with that huge lead. Clarion Goldfield Dow's getting it done with Portillo's and Haberman. They move out to an 81.5 to 78 lead over Alburnett. Wilton a distant third, but Wilton passes Southeast Warren. There's Drenth with a big move, but it followed right back up.
Boy, there's just all sorts of good wrestling going on in these matches down here.
This flurry took me away from the Shalista match, which 12-5 Shalista.
Shalista's really doing, he got 3 near fall but gave up a reversal, and then he gets a 1-point escape there. Second period comes to an end, 13-5, so we got a whole nother 2 minutes to watch for good old wrestling over there.
Okay, 13-5 as we enter the third. And then we go to, we haven't mentioned Brady Broad of Clarion Goldfield, who we just mentioned the score. They move into first place, and they look to build on it with Broad over Blake Meyer, the senior from Sumner Fredericksburg, and another win, 8-2. Well, that one's Meyer. So don't get excited. Blake Meyer knocks off Brady Broad.
Yeah, Meyer the winner.
Shalista in the other 45 matches leading comfortably over Kirchhoff.
So we're already going to have 160s on the mats here pretty soon on 5.
Sawyer Amling 5-0 over Drenth on mat 4. Bryce Paul out to a 1-0 lead over Zach Axmere on mat 6. Both of those 52-pounders. This should be Jacob Hoke.
Yep.
160 coming out.
I'm not going to try the name of the
Keegan
kid from
Fingelson.
Fingelson from Central Springs.
Central Springs, you bet. Okay. Hoke's another Southeast Warren kid with 56 wins on the season.
Amling in control on mat 4, upper right corner, 9-zip right now over Dakota Drenth.
Bryce Paul down here for Alburnett got called for stalling, but he's in on a shot right now, trying to finish with only about 8 seconds to go here in the second period. This would be big for Alburnett's Bryce Paul if he could get this takedown over Axmere. English Valley.
Yep. Axmere just 51-0 on the year.
That's all.
Taking on Bryce Paul. He gets to choose a down position. That's how Bryce got his 1 point, was out of an escape. Now it's Axmere's turn, return the favor. Kirchhoff over there right. Shalista tough here in the third period. 13-5 was what the score was going in, and it's still that score. Shalista flat on his belly. Again, this is the area that Shalista, if he needs to prove on his wrestling, is that bottom position. Mat number 4 down here.
There's Hoke with 2 on Fingelson there on the edge of the mat on mat 5.
Mat 5, up bottom left corner.
Hoke, a 4th place finisher at 52 last year. Fingelson was 3rd at 160. Shalista jumped out to that 13-5 lead, but it sat there the entire third period.
Amling, Axmere, Fingelson, we got a bunch of undefeated wrestlers out on the mat right now.
Also, Kirchhoff can't really do anything with it.
Shalista going to get it done here. Mat 3.
Paul leading 3-1 now in the third period over Axmere. Sawyer Amling comfortably 9-2 over Dakota Drenth.
Alburnett needed that one right there.
Yeah, they did. They need this one out of Bryce Paul right down here, too. Bryce Paul up 3-1 right now with 55 seconds left to go. But remember, he got warned for stalling in the second period, so he may be able to afford one of those, but he can't afford two. 9-2 lead over here for Amling of Edco over Drenth, HMS.
One thing's for sure, Shulista temporarily put Alburnett back in front.
Yeah.
We won't know the exact score just yet. Check this after these matches. After Bryce Paul's match is over. 38 seconds left in that match, by the way. 3-2 over Axmere of English Valleys.
Well, he better get on his
He is back
offense because he got called for stalling again.
You do not want to step backwards with a warning already.
No. And the next one, it's going to be a point to tie it up.
It's 3-2. He can't afford it, folks.
He's got to shoot. There he does. He shoots. There he's in deep on a double here. Can he finish it? And he almost does.
Wow. He
that's
almost lost that, but he had a nice double.
Yeah, great job by Bryce Paul right there over Axmere of English Valley. Not just shooting to keep the ref off your back, but he actually shot to be offensive and got on the attack and was able to solidify that match with the 2-point takedown.
Now, we're not on the Alburnett sideline down there, but those coaches, look at that reverse.
Amling on Drenth.
He's got a cushion now, but he didn't before this. It's 5-2, it's 5-4 now. Time's going to run out on Axmere, but Paul lucky that he got that takedown. That's a big win for Alburnett.
Yep. Amling and Edco got a fall down there as well.
Yep. Looks like he'll get his another shot at Amling. Amling a winner. Now they slid in another 160 match on us. Cody Kingry of Underwood. Another Kingry from Underwood.